All right, so good morning to you in person and to you out there in amongst the interwebs land. Let's talk a little bit first at the start about this week here in the wonderful class of Algebra Trace. This week is hectic to begin with. For me, not so much for you. My hecticness translated into a pretty easy week for you guys. So today you will be getting a goldenrod worksheet. That is I lied. You're going to get a pink worksheet because you got gold last week. I had to think of that for a minute. Okay, so you're going to get a pink worksheet today, which is the Unit 7 review worksheet. So it's the week 27 worksheet. Oops, I should change that from gold to pink. Pink is my favorite color. Okay. That worksheet will be due this week, Friday at 3 p.m. Okay. You'll understand why it's due this week, Friday, and not Sunday here momentarily. Okay. This week we also have the Unit 7 summative. It will be in two parts again, like it has been the last couple. There will be an online It's Learning part, and there will be a show me your work, turn in your work with pictures part. So two parts. Both of those parts are due this week, Friday, at 3 p.m., sensing a theme here. Okay? On top of that, if you could turn in any and all missing work, because the end of the quarter is this week, Friday, at 3 p.m. Yeah? So, end of the quarter is this week, Friday. Now, because I moved that up, well, I shouldn't say because I moved that up. Okay? I also, this year, am a substitute on the scholarship interview committee. So I have scholarship interviews tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I will not be here the rest of this week. Okay? I will be gone. So I planned the review for today. Tomorrow is your day. Okay? Work on any math that you want. Get it done. Work on that list of stuff to do. That's fine. Your test will open up at 3 o'clock today. Okay? So your test is going to be open all week long. Okay? So Wednesday, when you come to class, if you want, you can work on the review assignment. If you're done with the review assignment, you can work on part 1 of the test. If you're done with part 1 of the test, you can work on part 2 of the test. Same for Thursday. If you need to finish the review assignment, finish the review assignment. If you want to start the test, start the test. If you want to work on old missing work, work on old missing work. This entire week is yours. However you see fit to use it, that is on you. Just know that my grade book closes at 3 p.m. on Friday. And that will be, well, after I get them all inputted, that will be your quarter grade. Okay? So however you want to use it, after today, I got a couple of slides, just some thinking back about all the stuff that's going to be on the test this week, slides to do today. But tomorrow, we don't have class, all yours. Okay? Wednesday, you have an hour's worth of class, yours. Thursday, we have an hour's worth of class, yours. Okay? Friday, all yours. 3 p.m. on Friday, got to be done. Okay? Okay? Any questions on that? If you do, while you're thinking if you have questions, if you do run into an issue this week, need to know how to do a problem, need to, maybe you, in the past, a couple people have submitted a homework and then realized that they forgot to add a picture or added the wrong picture or whatever, need me to unsubmit it kind of a deal, just shoot me an email. Okay? I actually will still be in the building all week long, and I'll have my computer with me. So just shoot me an email and I'll quick step out, get, adjust it, boom, back in the game. Okay? All right. So let's talk. We had 3 main topics this chapter. Okay? The first topic that we had was arithmetic sequences and series. Okay? Tell me everything that I need to know about arithmetic sequences and series right now. You tell me. What do we need to know? We got him. They are, in fact. They're not usually, they are, in fact. Okay? What else? There's a lot more things that I know you know. Anyway.
The rule is A(n) equals A1 plus parentheses n minus 1 and parentheses, start parentheses D.
Like that? Yep. Love it. But then we distribute that D and write it out just as a, yep. Love it. Well. Side note, this is stuff that you should probably write down. If you don't have all of this information right off the top of your head, this is information that you are going to want to write down because this is your test. Okay? Now, for most of us in the room, we can just look back in the current notebook that we're in. Others of us had to get out a second notebook because they were at the end. What do you got, Nash? Okay? What do some of those things mean?
N is the number of terms.
Okay?
A1 is the first term.
Not a steak sauce? I'm with you.
A(n) is the last.
Yep, exactly. A sub 1, it's A sub 1, not just A1. A1 is a steak sauce, just so you know. Yeah, it is a steak sauce. But A sub 1 is the first term, okay? And A sub n is the last term, okay? N is the total number of terms to get there. Love it, okay? Anything else that we need to know? For sigma, in sigma notation, okay? And that's going to come up on all of them, right?
Yeah.
Top minus bottom plus 1 gets me the number of terms. Yep. Anything else arithmetic specific? I can think of one more. Arithmetic sequences and series don't have exponents in them. Okay? Just so you know. They don't have exponents in them at all. Kind of a big one. Okay? So, with that being said, what I would like you to do now is, I just came up with this one, okay, right there. So what I would really like you to do now is I would like you to find me, Eo, give me a number.
19.
The 19th term.
Oh. My bad.
And find me the sum of the, Kyle, give me a number. 3? It gotta be bigger than 4. 12, believe it. Okay, so bam, there we go. So find me the 19th term, find me the sum of the first 12 terms.
My rule is going to be 8 plus 10 minus 1 times D.
What's D?
13.
13? And how, so that should be something that we should put back over here. How do we find D? It's what?
That's the common.
So how do I find it?
21 minus 38.
Any term minus the term right before it, right? Okay. So that's 13, huh?
So that's going to be 8 plus 13 and minus 13. So that's going to be
13 and minus 5. Okay? So we want to find the 19th term.
the 19th term would be 13 times 19 minus 5.
13 times 19 is 247.
247 minus 5 is 242.
Agree? Yes? Okay. Then we want to find the sum of the first 12 terms. Well, that's going to be 12 divided by 2 times my first term was 8 plus, now we got to figure out what that 12th term is. A sub 12 is going to be 13 times 12 minus 5. 13 times 12 is 156 minus 5 is 150. So that's going to be 6 times 159. Come on now. 954? Yes?
What confused you? Yeah, I just, where did the 5 come
What do you mean? The minus 5 right here?
Yeah.
That one? See, because 8 minus 13 is negative 5. Combine the two like terms.
Yeah, I still got 242, but like my thing was weird. Because I just did the.
You just did this one? You just plugged 19 in here?
Yeah.
That's fine. See? I just knew that I saw that I would have to find the 12th term down here, so I came up with the rule
Okay.
to make it easier to find any other terms that we need. Okay? Questions, arithmetic? That's all. Okay. Then we moved on to geometric sequences and series. Okay? Talk to me about geometric sequences and series. What you got? Multiply or divide to get the next term? T sub 1?
R, 7,
That's our rule, right? Yep, that's our rule to find any term. Yeah. What else?
The sum of an infinite series.
Oh, no, that breaks. We're just going with these right now. That's the next slide.
Of
This sounds like U1 over R minus 1.
Nope, that's infinite. We got it.
There are two sums.
Okay, give me one of them.
Sn equals G1 times R to the n power minus 1 divided by R minus 1.
Or
Sn equals Gn times R minus G1 divided by R minus 1.
Oh, that's right. Cool as like.
okay, so one of those two. Love it. What else? We got hope. So we take any term and we divide it by the term right before it, gets us our R value. Love it. What else? Or is there anything else? One thing that I will tell you about geometrics, if you see an exponent, it's geometric. Okay? If you don't see an exponent, arithmetic. Okay? Okay? So, with that being said, Louis, need a number.
6.
6. That's good that you keep that one low. Keep that one low. Ben, need a number. 8. Okay. So find me the sum of the first 6 terms and find me the 8th term.
Rule would be -4 times.
What's our R value? -2.
The n minus 1 power.
So sum of the first 6 terms.
So the first 6 terms would be my first term, which is -4, times my -2 raised to the 6th power, then -1. All that is over -2 minus 1.
-2 to the 6th power is 64. 64 minus 1 is 63.
So this is -4 times 63 all over
-3, which is 63 divided by -3 is -21. -21
times -4 gets me 84.
Agree? Then we were asked to find the 8th term.
G sub 8 is going to be negative 4 times negative 2 to the 8 minus 1 power.
8 minus 1 is 7. Negative 2 to the 7th power is negative
128.
So that is 912. 500. Yep. Doing 4 times 2 instead of 4 times 1. Agree? Love it. Other thing on here too is would still be what you had said before, Tosh, about if it's in sigma notation, top minus bottom plus 1 gets us number of terms. Okay, good on geometrics. Okay, let's move to the third one then. That would be infinite geometrics. Okay. What do we need to know about infinite geometrics? Is it r minus 1? Okay. So the sum is that. Yes, ma'am?
Isn't it when to figure out if it's infinite, it has like the dot 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 so that it's single?
Yep. So we would have dot 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 at the end of our list, or we would have sigma notation with infinity at the top. Yep, that would tell us that it's an infinite. What has to be between negative 1 and 1? The r value, that's a kicker. Otherwise, there's no sum. Can't find it because the term would be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else for that. Yeah. All right. Oh, I had one more. So then, what I would like you to do is I would like you to try one of these type of problems right now. Now let's go type. What's the first thing that we need to find? In sigma notation, what's the first thing you always find? The what? The first term. So let's find the first term. Okay? So how do I find the first term? Go ahead, Hope. Into the I spot. So it's 10 minus 3 times 1, which is 7. Right? Okay? What's the next thing we got to find? In sigma notation, always the next thing to find. On the first term, now we need to find the, nope, not yet.
Oh, the difference.
How about the last term?
Oh, you're right.
Okay, so let's find the last term. How am I going to find the last term? Plug an n to the equation. So that's going to be 10 minus 3n. right? Because what is sigma? What does sigma notation mean? Nope. It is an S word, but it's not same. Sigma notation. You should know this by now. Means sum. Sigma means sum. So if it's an arithmetic sum, I need the number of terms, I need the first term, and I need the last term. Right? Well, how do I find the number of terms? In sigma notation, how do we find the number of terms? Nope. Top minus bottom plus 1, right? Okay, so n minus, is that what you're going to say? Oh, top, or so n minus 1 plus 1 is just n. Yeah. So it's arithmetic. We've determined that fact. So the sum of the first n terms is going to be n over 2 times the first term plus the last term. Well, my sum, what's the sum? What's the sum of this sequence? Sum of this series. Good. Negative 28. Total number of terms. N. First term. 7. Last term. Okay. So then I got negative 56 here equals n times negative 3n plus 17. Then we see if that's factorable. Two numbers that multiply together to be negative 56. Seven and negative 8. You want the 7, positive 7 here, and negative 8 there. Because then my outers gets me negative 24n. My inners gets me 7n. Add those two together and I get negative 17n. Right? Love it? So then we can say 3n plus 7 equals 0. Is that one a viable answer? Why not, Louis?
Negative 7/3 of the term.
Okay. So 1, it's got to be a whole number, right? It's got to be an integer. And 2, it can't be negative, right? So we got multiple ones there. Yep, love it. So that one's gone. Okay. Is 8 a legit answer? Yep. Okay. And actually 8 is the answer. Okay. So n equals 8 is our answer. Okay. Is that what you got, Eo, from the start? No? Okay. Okay. So I have to hand out worksheets now. But then I'll go back to the timeline just to remind you of said timeline for this week, just because it is what it is. Remember that if you didn't take the quiz that was due last night, make sure you get that done quickly.
Do you have a copy of last week's worksheet?
Gold right there up front. EO,
Yeah,
because I like you so much,
yeah.
turn your page over to the back. Oh, you put it away already. That's no good. Look at the bottom of the back side. What do you see down there?
The answer.
The answers!
God.
Right there on the sheet for you.
Let's go.
Okay? Right? Just so you know, the answers are right down there at the bottom.
Now we just need our work.
Now you gotta fill in the work, yep. But now you'll know without having to go to a second location if they're right or not. At Homer's, I do believe that this is already posted on the interwebs. If not, it will be posted very, very shortly.